Coach Conroy. He'll make an opening statement, and then we'll field some questions. He'll talk about the progression of the program and what he's done since he's been here, and then we'll field questions.
Well, first, thank all of you for being here, and appreciate the interest in what we're doing. We have, as you know, we started practice on Friday evening, and official practice, even though we were doing skill development since the first day of classes. So we've been together a little bit before that, but we've had 7 official practices since Friday, and we're making progress. We have a ways to go, as you can imagine, in the first week of a first year of putting in your program. So long ways to go, but a couple of things I would just like to point out. Been very pleased with the seniors. Very difficult to come in and your senior year and have to adjust to a new coaching staff and a different way of doing things, and we're pretty peculiar and demanding about the details and the things we pay attention to, and so but they've been great. I think Chris Richards especially, a guy that athletically he's done some really nice things in the past, but can he adjust this new style and play with other guys? Johnny Mahan has done a super job of from a leadership standpoint, helping bring the young guys along. David Booker, perhaps going to have to adjust to a different role, and because of the lack of size that we have, and playing more on the interior. Aaron Holmes, again, that leadership and helping the young guys. So I'd like to point those guys out just so far for their sacrifices, and hopefully they can keep progressing. And I think a big part of our year, if we want to be as good as we would like this year, I don't see any formula where the rotation couldn't include those guys in a big way. So they are key, and I've addressed that with them. But excited to get started. The season's coming fast, and obviously we start with 2 on the road, so we've got to be ready to go, because it's never easy to go on the road in college basketball, and that's but really our focus is on ourselves and just trying to make progress, and be happy to answer any questions and take it from there.
If you could point out one key to success for you, what would that be for you?
I guess probably the biggest key to success with us is the development of our players, and that takes a lot of things into consideration. We have to stay healthy. We have to do take care of business, off the court, so that we don't have any distractions there. And each one of our guys, because it is a new way of doing things for all of them, we just have to be really determined to make progress every day and get a little bit better. The seniors, they have to change some habits, and they have to do it really fast. The freshmen have to get used to college basketball, and we need everybody. I don't think we have any dominant player or players that can just carry us, so it's going to have to be a team effort, and we're just going to have to really work hard on development.
You mentioned, I believe, Chris, and that you have to adjust to a different style. What specifically, what style are you teaching us? And also in addition to that, what's your coaching style?
Well, I think, and I mentioned Chris because, and you would expect maybe a senior to be one of the first ones, because they know, they might not know what everything we're trying to do, but they know the level of competitiveness. They know how hard it is to win games in college basketball. They know, the demands of Conference USA. So I expected one of the seniors maybe to jump out early. Chris didn't have his best moments the first couple of practices, but then he started to really work hard and adapt to what we were trying to teach him. And the key is this, and it doesn't matter what style you play, but can 5 guys play as one? And in Chris's case, his athleticism, his quickness, his aggressiveness was perhaps he would get a steal, but on those possessions when he didn't, he would leave us exposed, behind him. And whereas teammates, we don't have 7-footers and 6'10" to erase some mistakes. And so that was the first thing, and I think Chris has made great strides in learning, who are my teammates now, and how can we best play to our strengths and play together, 5 as one. And that's really, that's our philosophy. If you see us offensively and defensively, I would hope we're moving together, and it's, it's versatile, and we'll do things that, to highlight strengths. But at the same time, we don't have every piece to the puzzle that we would like, and so it's got to be a team thing.
anticipate playing more conservative style of defense because of your lack of defense?
Well, I guess that would depend on what you view as conservative. You know, we don't really sit back on anything. If there's one word we probably use over and over in our program, it's attack. You know, offensively, I would tell you, we attack every way you can possibly attack, whether it's a drive, a cut, a post-up, a screen, you know, a pass. We really look at ways to constantly put pressure on that rim. Defensively, if you watch practice, the biggest thing we try to do is teach positioning so that where can we make plays. You know, and if I'm gonna allow this guy to go make a play right here, I need the other four guys, you know, in position to cover for him momentarily if he does get out of position. But this is where we can attack, and that's the word we use all the time. So, you know, are we going to get back and protect the basket? Oh yeah, but are we going to show them where areas they can make plays? Most definitely.
Did you feel like you had to, you had to recruit new players coming here? Did you feel like you had to, in a similar way, sort of recruit the players that are already here to, you know, sell them on your system?
You know, I don't know if it's so much, but I guess my philosophy would recruit everybody. You know, not just our current players, people in this building. You're recruiting or you're representing everything about your program all the time, and you know, they need to know me. If we are truly going to be about player development, the only way to do that is for me to really know them and them to really know me, so that there's a trust and we can go out there and you know, communicate efficiently and move quickly and not worry about you know, weighing our words and measuring the truth. We can just, you know, speak to each other in a way that, hey, we can make progress fast. So they need to know me. They need to know where I'm coming from. So yes, awful lot of time with our current guys.
Was there any player that you felt like you made specific inroads with that you got to know well and has come a long way in the time you've been here?
You know, work in progress. I would say, you know, hopefully we're working hard to try and touch all of them and them as well. We all come from I guess, different backgrounds, and so it's never easy, and it's never problem solved. You know, it is Jordan Callahan's birthday today, and he does like chocolate chip cookies, and I discussed that with him this morning. But it's never, you're always finding out, you know, something different with them, and the only way that I think that happens is time. You know, it's no different than being a parent, and I think that's what they need. And we've been here, I guess, 5 months. Due to the nature of getting the job in April. In April, that was a heavy recruiting. July's heavy recruiting. September, I think I was gone about every day. So really, have not been in town a lot. So it's been phone, text, you know. No question. Yeah, spending time.
Are you settled personally? Do you have a house?
My wife would probably have a much different answer. I'm settled personally because I've got a projector upstairs with a film screen, and you know, the house is here and that type of thing. But house is under renovations and still not done yet. We don't have TVs downstairs. There's no kitchen yet, so no, we're not quite there yet. But the kids are in school, doing fantastic. They've adjusted really well. Proud of them, and you know, we're working toward it.
Can you maybe name a top